All right, we're on phase 3 here doing, we're gonna do an axle swap on both these rear axles. Pull these hubs off, replace the wheel bearings. So I've gotten the tire off, and that was on these aftermarket rims, 19. Pull your lugs off. Then we gotta get the Carter key out. Carter key's out. The hub nut, 1/16. So got it loose. And then when you pull these washers off, sometimes they are concaved. So I take them off and I keep them in the same order. I'll set them down. That way I know which way they're on and which way they're off. The caliper nuts are size 15. Same with the A-arm bolts that go onto the hub. They're also 15. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these caliper bolts off, hang this caliper up, and we'll be right back. Okay, got my caliper off. Gonna hang it up here on this A-arm. Out of the way for now. We might have to figure something else out to do with it later, but now we're going to take the bolts off for the hub, and you're going to want to check your bushings to make sure they're not 8 out. If you got to add some new ones, I'm going to slide this hub off. Check it for excessive wear. Looks decent enough. Bearings don't look too crazy bad, but we're gonna go ahead and get it all freshened up. Splines look good. Okay, now we went ahead and wired that up. Get that out of the way. So we removed the bolts from the hub, and we're gonna go ahead and drop him out. These are the bearings that we'll be replacing. They have a snap ring on the outer lip. That lets you know that this is the retaining side, so you will press the bearing from the inside out to come out, and then when you put it in, and you'll be putting the bearing from the outside in. I use bearing retainer compound from Loctite 703. You'll put it on the outer side of the race whenever you press the bearing in, and then you just put your snap ring back into place. That's going to take a lot of cleaning up to get this done. We'll come back to that. We're taking our A-arms here, we'll stick them up. This axle here, to get it out, you take and you will press it in towards the transmission, and then you'll jerk out to get it to come out. A lot of times they're a bear. Sometimes you'll have to take and maybe attach a chain to the opposite side frame to something solid over there so that it's not wobbling around. I'm going to get a couple of jack stands and put them underneath the machine and set them down for a bit wider of a base than just sitting on a center point. And we'll give that a few yanks and see if we can get it to come out. If not, sometimes you can take a small pry bar. You don't want to go too crazy, but you can get a little pry bar in there between the case and that cup. And as you're jerking, you can get somebody else to kind of tweak on that bar a little bit. Nothing crazy, because you don't want to break that aluminum case. And we're going to see if we can get this out. Okay, so this one's going to be an easy one, but you push in and then you jerk out. That's how you're going to get these axles out. Just like that. It's not always easy. On the end here, you've got a clip, and that's what holds it into the differential. So you want to make sure that that clip comes out and it's not stuck in the inside or anything like that.